Yeah, nobody knows about it. It's never right on
Usually
TV.
says that's special record. You know, it's like,
Oh, yeah.
it would have been nice if,
standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the national anthem by the Thorne Band.
I pledge allegiance.
Please be seated. Hello, I am Shannon Jaworski, Student Council President. Welcome to the historic Thorne Middle School promotion ceremony. Historic because this is the first time ever we are holding this ceremony at High School North. We are really excited to be here and glad you can join us. At this time, I would like to introduce our principal, Mr. Olassen.
Good afternoon, parents, family, and friends. On behalf of our superintendent, Mrs. Walker, board president, Mrs. Minuis, assistant principal, Mr. James Holmiak, welcome to the 2021 Thorne Middle School promotion ceremony. I would also like to welcome our other board members and central office administrators that are here on the stage with us today. Students, this ceremony marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another journey. And you would not be here without the love and support of your parents. Please rise and give them a round of applause. And a group that put their heart and soul into your academic, social, and emotional growth is seated behind you. Please turn and give your teachers and support staff a round of applause. Please face forward. Over the past 11 years at Thorne, in terms of what I end up speaking about at graduation, in the weeks leading up, I like to sort of sit back and observe, see how the 8th grade class interacts. Do they step up and handle big events? How do they conduct themselves? I listen to what teachers and others say about them. In other words, I sort of take their pulse, not their temperature. No more of that. I sort of take their pulse. For example, last week at the chorus concert, I was speaking to our teacher of the year, Mrs. McCormick. And without prompting, she said, "This is just such a nice group of 8th graders." At graduation practice the other day, I was speaking to Mrs. McQuillan, their 8th grade guidance counselor, and I was saying how well that they were doing with the practices, how quickly they were getting it. She said the exact same thing. They are such a nice group of 8th graders. I was speaking to Mrs. Marizzo just yesterday, and she said during advisory, unprompted, 8th graders all year would just come on down and ask, how can we help? What can we do to help? Now put all of that against what they have been through in the past year and a half. Parents, you should be really proud, and we sure are. And in reflecting on everything that has occurred to get us to this point, I mean, we adults, teachers, administrators, board members, parents, and the meetings, and the planning, and the consternation. But these students, and not only did they enroll in it, but they rose to the occasion every time. And having worked with thousands of middle school children, I should have known better. So many times I had to sit back and say to myself, stop, Tom. They can handle it. It's we adults that can't handle the change. We just never give them enough credit. I've said many times, they are far more resilient than we ever give them credit for. And that is this group here. Last week, I was out in front of the building and holding the door for the 8th grade students as they came in. And I can't tell you the avalanche of good mornings and thank yous. Just a polite, special group. Cohort A, Cohort E, half day, full day, schedule changes. No problem. Lunch in the gym, phys ed in the cafeteria. If you ever saw what our phys ed department did in the cafeteria and the fun they had, the new activities they came up with, and how clean and orderly the lunch areas were, the gym, the outside area, probably far cleaner than the rooms at home. They wanted Elf Day. We didn't know if we could do it. A Thorne tradition. A lot of people don't know what Elf Day is. It's a Thorne secret. But they wanted it. They knew they couldn't decorate the building, but they wanted to do it. They made the most of it, and even remote learners dressed for the occasion. The drama production. How was that pulled off under the guidelines? No problem. It was live streamed. Fantastic. What about band and chorus concerts? Just food outside. The events were so beautiful and well received that we probably set a precedent for future concerts. But let me also mention our first ever live National Honor Society induction ceremony held right here last week. The point is, this group was undeterred, no matter what was going on. Do you know our sports teams this year had a complete record, 48 wins and 25 losses? That is outstanding. A special shout out to our softball team that just had a 9-0 season and won the division championship. In fact, this spring, between softball, baseball, and boys and girls track, we had 25 wins and only 5 losses. That is by far the best season I've ever seen. All of that can only happen with 8th grade leadership. And despite the guidelines, we didn't lose our identity at Thorne. We managed a live-streamed Memorial Day wreath-laying ceremony that was run completely by 8th grade students. And Mrs. McCormick and Mrs. Delamue held Medal of Honor Monday, lessons in social study on character development, in keeping with our namesake, Corporal Horace Thorne, and our traditions. And they reported that this 8th grade class, more than any other class, embraced the Medal of Honor Mondays. We have what we call our 5 pillars of character education at Thorne: pride, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. I'd like to add resilience in describing this group, and one more adjective stands out for me: exceptional. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce our first student speaker, Molly Bartram.
Good afternoon. I want to take a moment to welcome Mr. Lawson, Mr. Homiak, all of the teachers and staff at Thorne Middle School, as well as our parents and families that are here to celebrate with us. instantly turned upside down in 7th grade. Everything we had become accustomed to, changing also suddenly. Plans that we had made, sports, activities we joined, and outings we scheduled, all came to a sudden halt. We pivoted to virtual learning almost overnight. Our education continued in completely new environment. We have learned to Zoom, Google Meet, and chat Google Hangouts. We have completed assignments on Desmos, Google Slides, and Flipgrid. We have definitely become technological experts in our own right. However, friends, family, teachers, I want this speech to focus on what we should take away from this year. My hope is that when we reflect on our experiences during our years at Thorne, we don't think about how much we have overcome during this major historical moment and how advanced our technology skills have become. Instead, I hope we look back and see just how very important our human connections and relationships are, and how much we all truly need each other. We cannot negate the benefits of being able to communicate with peers and having the presence of a teacher and classmates in a physical classroom environment. I hope that we always appreciate being able to gather together and see a smiling face, not restricted by computer screen. How Bitmojis are wonderful, but nothing compares to being greeted in person. And the ability to pivot to virtual learning was incredible. And we should never underestimate the power of having a teacher in front of us and peers to work and bond with. It's so important that we have these opportunities to join together as a community. May we always appreciate being able to cheer on our team in the stadium, or play on that field, or be on that stage. As we move on to high school, let's never take for granted something as simple as walking down a crowded hallway, talking to our friends and our bosses. You see, technology is great. It has aided us in making it through those challenges and obstacles, but let's take with us that feeling of finally being able to be together again. When we read books, when we experience and feel music, let us remember the happiness we felt with having the ability to see happy faces once again. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2022.
At this time, will the Be Naturals please take their places? While our select chorus group gets ready to perform, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, at Thorne, we are known for service. This year, and is always under the direction of our nurse, Mrs. Nolan, with Middletown Helps Its Own. We provided meals for 28 families at Thanksgiving and 10 for Easter. At Christmas, with our annual toy drive and with the assistance of the Middletown Police Department, we sponsored 18 families. We also sold masks and raised $1,000 for Middletown Helps Its Own. And under Mrs. McCormick's direction, there was a drop-off collection in conjunction with a virtual crop walk in October and a real food drive to benefit the Calico Pad Food Pantry in May. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Be Naturals.
All around you.
I'd like to introduce our second student speaker, Gianna Kovac.
Good afternoon, friends and family of Thorne. Thank you for letting me speak today. It is an honor to be able to represent Thorne Middle School's 8th grade graduating class. There is no doubt that this past year has been full of ups and downs for students and staff members alike. When we look back at our years at Thorne, it is important to remember the achievements we've made as middle schoolers. When we look at the things we've overcome, especially during times like these, it should make us proud. Not just proud, but motivated to bring that same effort with us into high school. When I think of this past school year, I like to think of it as a learning experience. I have learned that the most important journey for us this year has been self-growth. Through COVID and virtual learning, we have had to adapt to so many changes. We have seen our peers pressing for justice, and we have had time to think about what our future will be. Times are changing. We are the future of new movements, big changes, and of the world in the upcoming years. With all this said, we are also in control of the future we create for ourselves. There were times this year I didn't think I would get through it, and I'm sure you felt that way as well. But every single one of us here made it through arguably the toughest year for students. When we first came to Thorne, we were expecting another long 3 years of school. We asked ourselves how we would ever get through it. And I'm not the type to say that school is great and we all came here with smiles on our face at 8 a.m. in the morning. Because that's unrealistic to expect from anyone here. But the memories made here make up for those days when we dragged ourselves through the hall to our room. For each one of those days, you couldn't convince your parents to let you stay home. I can say, without a doubt, there were days Maybe it was hanging out with friends at lunch or finally getting that good grade you worked so hard for. My point is that even when you went to school, knowing you didn't want to be there, your presence left something behind. Each choice you made had an impact, even if it was as small as getting someone to smile. We all leave something behind. Your legacy at Thorne will be remembered by your teachers and fellow students. This past year has been rough for all of us, but things will go back to normal if we give it time. While we wait, there is time for us to do great things. Every single one of us can go out there and say, we're going to make a change, then do it. Everyone has a passion. What's your passion? Maybe it's to sing or dance, maybe you're an athlete or a scientist. Your passion for writing can turn into you publishing a best-selling book. Your talent for sports could land you a famous baseball player. Your love for animals can lead you to owning your own vet office. How do you want to be remembered? As I see it right now, I could easily be standing in front of a crowd of soon-to-be artists, teachers, or doctors. Be that student, the one teachers brag about how they taught you when you were in school. On that note, to the teachers, counselors, and all other staff, thank you for giving us the chance to grow. A good teacher, especially in times like these, makes a real difference. The understanding and compassion you have for all students is immeasurable, as is our gratitude for all you do. We hope the next 8th graders will appreciate your hard work as much as we do now. To conclude, high school can be intimidating, but after everything we have experienced during our middle school years, we can handle just about anything. There are students here today who will be famous and respected in their line of work. You get to choose if that's going to be you. Face the world with confidence and make smart choices. Your passions and your dreams are much closer than you think. Thank you and congratulations to all 8th grade graduates.
Will our 8th grade band members please take their places? As the band is moving into position, I just would like to ask, out in the audience, are there any veterans or active service people? If you would please stand up. Give them a round of applause. How about police, fire, EMTs, or other emergency first responders? Please stand. Give them a round of applause. How about our true first line people over the last year? Any healthcare workers, please stand. Let's give them a round of applause. At this time, I'll turn it over to Mr. Cantor and our award-winning Medal of Honor band. As the 8th grade band members return to their seats, I'd like to introduce Mr. James Homiak, Assistant Principal for the awards ceremony.
Welcome, good afternoon. I gotta tell you from this perspective, they're amazing looking. Y'all look so good. You're dressed up. We're just gonna wait till everyone gets to their seats. This has been quite an interesting year. They're an amazing group of kids, and I want to thank them all for their experience. Okay, guys. So, welcome and good afternoon. We're here to acknowledge excellence in academics, service, and character. First, I will be presenting our school's department awards, presented annually to those students who have exhibited exemplary performance in the following academic disciplines. I'm going to announce each of the categories. I'm going to announce your name. Please stand, remain standing, and I would please ask you to try to hold your applause till the end so we can hear everyone's names. Mathematics, Charles Salazzo. Please stand, Charles. There you go. And Chris Connors. Science, Isabel Chaknis. Catherine Pecora. Language arts, Allie Beekman, Molly Bagtra. Social studies, Isabel Chaknis, Ryan Miller. Physical education, Jamie Melanda, Ryan Barnow. Foreign language, Spanish, Carly Bowler. Foreign language, French, Patrick McNulty. Art, Mia Solis. Choral music, Molly's already standing, so we'll call her name again. Molly Barger. Instrumental music, Charles Salazzo, Brianna Fernandez. Drama, Gianna Ambrusia Kovac. Technology, Brody Tooker. All right, let's hear it, folks. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you, students. Please be seated. The following two categories are recognizing those students in the Honor Society and also the Thorne Line Commended Scholars. These students are also indicated in your programs. I'm not going to call their names individual, but I'm going to ask them to all stand once I recognize them. So at this time, I would like to recognize those students that have met the academic and community service requirements to be eligible for the Thorne Honor Society. These students were recently inducted into the Thorne Honor Society. Inductees, please stand. They worked really hard. Thank you, inductees. Thorne Lion Commended Scholars. These students are recognized in today's program for attaining high honor roll status every marking period in their 3 years at Thorne. That is quite an accomplishment. Award winners, at this time, please stand. Congratulations on this incredible achievement. Thank you. Please be seated. Our next award, the Academic Excellence Award, is given annually to the student with the highest GPA point average in the 3 years of Thorne. This year's recipient truly exemplifies academic excellence. The Academic Excellence Award goes to Charles Salazzo. Thank you, Charlie. This next award is from the Monmouth County chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. It was awarded annually to 2 students who've demonstrated outstanding citizenship. The Daughters of the American Revolution Award recipients are Connor Deeney, Adriana Lozotto. Please stand. Congratulations, guys. Thank you. The Thorne Service Award is awarded to 10 students who have contributed to the Thorne Middle School through their service, spirit, and assistance to others. As I call your name, please remain standing. Gianna Arsabriti, Nicholas Buchanan, Julia Day, Lauren Fitzsimmons, RJ Kukolski, Ryan Marinelli, Ryan Miller, Emily Robertson, Julie Sickler, and Lila Sickler. Congratulations. Let's hear it, folks. Sorry, Connor. I said Ryan. It's Connor Marinelli. I apologize. Please be seated, guys. This is not my career, guys. I just usually manage them. Not speaking perfectly. PTA Leadership Award. Our PTA Leadership Awards are presented annually by the Thorne PTA to the students who exhibit outstanding leadership qualities. This year's recipients are Julie Sickler, Ryan Barnow, Brody Spitzfaden, Allie Beekman. Let's give him a big hand, folks. Next is our Alpha Delta Kappa. It is an honorary society of female educators. It builds educational excellence, altruism, and world understanding through fellowship. The Alpha Delta Kappa Alpha Iota Improvement Award goes to a student who has been in Thorne for the past 3 years and have shown the most improvement. This year's recipient is Luke Snowden. Let's hear it for Luke. Great job, Luke. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Christine McQuillan to announce the Kathleen Stanfield Weinstein Award and also the Corporal Thorne Award. Thank you.
The Kathleen Weinstein Award is given annually to honor the memory of Kathleen Weinstein, a Thorne teacher who was tragically killed in 1996. Mrs. Weinstein started the Random Acts of Kindness and Student of the Month lunch programs at Thorne. This award is the only award that is chosen exclusively by the 8th grade students for their classmate who consistently exemplifies Mrs. Weinstein's legacy of kindness and consideration. This year's recipient of the Kathleen Weinstein Award is Nicholas Buchanan. Nicholas, please come up and receive your award. The next award is the Corporal Thorne Award. The Corporal Thorne Award was established in 2011. It is presented at graduation to an 8th grade student who has displayed special character in their years at Thorne. The nominees for this award may have overcome obstacles, demonstrated strength or resilience, helped others, displayed Thorne's pride virtues, or went above and beyond for our Thorne or Middletown community. At this time, I would like to announce the nominees for the Corporal Thorne Award. Students, when you hear your name, please stand. Please hold your applause until all of the nominees are announced. Gianna Abruzia Kovac, Nicholas Buchanan, Andrew Klimovich, Jamie Melanda, Patrick McNulty, Ryan Miller, Emma Winters. Let's give a round of applause to all the nominees. And the Corporal Thorne Award recipient for the class of 2021 is Andrew Klimovich. Come on up, Andrew.
Members of the Board of Education, it is my pleasure to certify that the students included in this ceremony have met all of the requirements set forth by the state of New Jersey and the Middletown Township School District for promotion from middle school. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Mary Ellen Walker.
Good afternoon, graduates, and welcome parents, family members, staff, administration, and our Board of Education members who are here with us today. Thank you for being here today to celebrate our students on this major accomplishment. This year, more than ever, commemorating this occasion is a truly special and deserved moment. Graduates, you are here today because you have successfully met the expectations for promotion to high school. You have excelled academically and pushed yourselves in athletics and the arts. However, when we consider the additional challenges that you have faced over the last 15 months, it is no longer fair to call your accomplishments noteworthy. Instead, they are outstanding. In addition to experiencing the typical social and academic struggles that many have faced before you, you have had the additional burden of living through a pandemic. There is no question that you have had to learn how to navigate an unprecedented number of challenges, and yet you have come through victorious on all fronts. As you move forward to high school, I want you to remember how your hard work and resilience brought you to this successful point in your education. I ask you to reflect on the growth you've seen since you've entered middle school 3 years ago, when you were just leaving elementary school. You were a very different person then. You have grown taller and stronger. You have developed new skills and expanded your knowledge. Your choices in clothing and hairstyles have evolved. You've made new friends, and you have become more independent and have taken more responsibility at school and at home. With the support of your parents and your teachers, you have made quite a transformation. Over the next 4 years, you will continue that transformation and emerge from high school as an adult. Yes, in 4 short years, you will be an adult, going out into the world to pursue higher education, service in the military, or to enter the workforce. The next 4 years in high school are very important. As a former high school teacher and administrator, I want to share 3 things I know for sure about getting the most out of your high school experience. 1, challenge yourself and work hard to meet those challenges. Your teachers and administrators are dedicated to helping you achieve to the fullest potential. They will offer learning opportunities, support, and guidance, but you must take the initiative to set goals and take challenging classes. Reach beyond what is easy and comfortable, and persevere until you're successful. You have already proven determination, and we expect nothing less from you in the years to come. 2, continue to work at being independent, responsible learners. Take full responsibility for your academic performance and behavior. Your accomplishments and successes in high school will create opportunities for you in life. Your parents and teachers will be there for guidance and support. But you need to create your future. 3, get involved. This is the key to your success and enjoyment of high school. Go beyond the school day and participate in sports, student activities, and the arts. There are a tremendous amount of opportunities offered for involvement in high school. One of my strongest recommendations is to participate in many and do not procrastinate. Get involved as a freshman. These activities enrich your life, offer great learning opportunities, and help you to build new and lasting friendships with others who share your interests. These 3 steps are a formula for your success in high school and will set you on a path for success in life. So remember, challenge yourself and be determined to succeed. Take responsibility for your future and get involved. As you celebrate this day and reflect on the challenges you overcame this difficult year and all of your accomplishments in middle school, know what you are capable of and be proud of yourselves. We are all proud of you and are looking forward to your many outstanding accomplishments in the years ahead. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Mrs. Walker. And at this time, I'd like to call up 2 of our 8th grade language arts teachers, Mrs. Griffiths and Mrs. Cook, for the reading of the names. And last year's and this year's Teachers of the Year, Mrs. Mess and Mrs. McCormick, for the distribution of certificates. Just a reminder, this is a dignified ceremony. Please hold all applause until the very end. Every parent wants to hear their child's name read. So please, let's hold all applause to the end. Thank you.
Jessica Acker.
Haley Anderson.
Milo Antonio.
Abigail Antonucci.
Gianna Arsapreti.
Katie Bader.
Sophia Barber.
Ryan Morneo.
Nicholas Barth.
Molly Bartram. Eleanor Best.
Ethan Bennett.
Harley Bowler.
Chloe Bixby.
Gregory Boyajian.
Tyler Borchers.
Allie Beacon.
Madeline Boyce.
Isabel Rachi.
Joseph Brandeo.
Ashton Bronski. Katie Green.
Kyle Brennan.
Robert Renner.
Anthony Brucato.
Nicholas Buchanan.
Jay Bukowski.
Caitlin Tuttle.
Megan Cardoza.
Jasir Carter.
Regina Cartledge.
Aldo Sal.
Anthony Servo.
Isabel Chapman.
Angel Chalarka.
Brendan Chauner.
Declan Chenoweth.
Erica Chiselka.
Angelina Sincugrana.
Nathan Cohen.
James Colantino.
John Connor.
Christopher Connors.
Brody Croce.
Dylan Croce.
Michaela Joe.
Megan Houston.
Kyle Siplicki.
Gianna Dano.
Nathaniel Davis.
Julia Day.
Connor Deedy.
Abigail Delapaz.
Gianna Delverde.
Sydney DeBarry.
Aiden Danella. Nicholas Danella.
Caleb D'Annunzio.
Joseph Donner.
John Duncan.
Michael Dwyer.
Avery Elliott.
Shamar Ellis.
Jacqueline Feely.
Justin Theron.
Brianna Fernandez.
Olivia Figueroa.
Peyton Finley.
Brooke Fisher.
Lauren Fitzsimmons.
Zachary Fix. Alexa 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 Fix. Ale
Riley Hirschbein.
Nathan Pavlicek.
Winnie Wang.
Jackson Hubert.
Alexis Holsizer.
Daisy Imbriali.
Robert Jarmolinsky.
Shannon Jaworski.
Rebecca Jay.
Caitlin Johnson.
Haley Kaiser.
Kylie Kaiser.
Brianna Kelly.
Jameson Kennedy.
Ethan Kitch.
Delana Kirchhoff.
Andrew Klimovich.
Emilia Koningsmark.
Taylor Pratt.
Julia Cruz.
Timothy Kryda.
Ryan Sapolsky.
Cassandra Kursar.
Ella Schwartz.
Nicholas Laraco.
Zoe Layfield.
Isabel LeBaron.
Madison LeCompte.
Cameron Lee.
Jalissa Lennon.
Jesse Lennon.
Adriana DeSoto.
Manolo Loman.
Ashley Lopez.
CJ Lorelli.
Mario Lawrenson.
Jamie Melanda.
Lily Manto.
Anthony Mantello.
Mia Marcinak.
Connor Marinelli.
Cameron Mauer.
Patrick McAllister.
Sienna McAllister.
Emily McCarthy.
Abigail Coley.
Julia McEwen.
Dylan McGibney.
Ian McGoldrick.
Joseph McGowan.
Hayden McKenzie.
Patrick McNulty.
Maria McQuaid.
Rowan Midget.
Ryan Miller.
Samantha Morgan.
Brooklyn Mountain.
Alexis Nickel.
Sophia Nielsen.
Tiago Oliveira.
Michael Ottinger.
Sean Owen.
Madeline Colombo.
Olivia Cancino.
Carmela Pecora.
Catherine Pecora.
Annabella Perez.
Gianna Piccolo.
Claire Pickering.
Ryder Capilo.
Jacob Portman.
Lisa Rassiopi. Harris Rashid.
Joshua
Jason Rogowski.
Nicholas Romano.
Elias Sadie.
Jocelyn Salas Basin.
Mia Salisi.
Alessandra Santos.
Olivia Scaglione.
Andrew Scalercio.
Damian Shevlin.
Julie Sickler.
Lila Sickler.
Rachel Seaworth.
Emma Segrist.
Michael Slade.
Christopher Smith.
Luke Snowden.
Charles Salazzo.
Braden Solar.
Brielle Sorensen.
Juliana Soda Santi.
Brody Spitzfaden.
Justin Spitzfaden.
Brielle Stanchek.
Jackson Stefanski.
Cameron Stolke.
Ella Sutton.
Araya Swingle.
Richard Switzer.
Christopher Till.
Brody Tooker.
Stanley Tulloch.
Christopher Tweedy.
Gianna Valcarcel.
Lorenzo Villanueva.
Mia Voorhees.
Aiden Walker.
Alexa Weber.
Natalie Wetzel.
Olivia Wilson.
Emma Winters.
Taylor Woodward.
Jazir Wynn.
Jaden Yerbez. Samantha Ram.
Morgan Yersha.
Ladies and gentlemen, the now official class of 2021. I'd like to introduce at this time our Board of Education President, Mrs. Joan Minuis.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I'd like to introduce the Board of Education Vice President, Mr. Frank Capone, and Leonora Cavanetti. I'd like to start out by telling you how honored and excited we are to be here with you today in person. I would like like to give a big thank you to all the parents and guardians who have gone above and beyond to guide our students during these unusual times. Being a parent and a teacher has not been easy for many. I also would like to thank our teachers, paraprofessionals, secretaries, nurses, administrators, and our custodians for all the outstanding jobs they have done over these last year and a half. We appreciate everything everyone has done for our students. Graduates, today it's about you. Thank you for being you. You are an amazing group that have gone above and beyond to succeed. Although we can't go back and fix all the things that you missed in your middle school experience, our plan is to move forward so that you don't miss your high school experience. I would like to offer you some advice. There will be so many opportunities offered to you over the next 4 years. Take advantage of as many as you can. Set goals for yourself. Stay focused and strive to be the best that you can be. Stay involved and believe in yourself. Keep showing compassion and kindness to others. By doing this, you have the opportunity to change the world. Be a leader, not a follower. Create a path that others will want to follow. And remember, there is always someone here to listen and help guide you through tough times and hard decisions. But more importantly, enjoy the next 4 years. Create memories you will always remember. On behalf of the Board of Education, we congratulate you, and we can't wait to see what the high school class of 2025 can achieve. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Nicky. At this time, I'd like to reintroduce our Student Council President, Mrs. Shannon Jaworski.
Hello, friends and family. I would like to thank you all for attending today's graduation ceremony. We are truly grateful for you to have joined us this afternoon. We are gathered here today to celebrate the accomplishments of each and every student at Thorne. Even though we were faced with many obstacles throughout the year that many of us could have never imagined, we made it work. As the president of Thorne Middle School, I would like to take this opportunity to shine the lights on the adults in our lives for the positive impacts that they have made on us. The teachers and the staff members here at Thorne used unique ways of teaching to make the school year the best it could be. Their persistence and dedication guided us through a difficult year. Please join me in acknowledging their enormous efforts. Next, we'd like to thank the parents and the guardians. Our parents and guardians are very, very brave. They had to overcome one of the most difficult tasks ever, homeschooling. Many had to become teachers to the young learners in their homes. We truly appreciate the extra time and effort they put in for us and the success of their children. Again, please join me in congratulating our parents and guardians for tremendous effort. Finally, I would like to thank my fellow students. Thorne could not have been successful without the students' determination. They voiced their opinions and strived to make the school year work. So thank you, students. Thank you for adjusting to this new atmosphere, to wearing masks, and to social distancing. If we can survive the confusing cohort schedules, we can do anything. Am I right? As we conclude this ceremony, I would like to wish every graduate the best of luck in the years to come as we hold our heads up high, proud of what we have achieved. Thank you.
This time, I'd like to ask our teaching and support staff if you would assemble on the track. want to thank Mrs. Mess and Mrs. Marizzo for all your work on this ceremony and all you do for all year long in terms of student activities, the experiences that you have helped provide for these students. Students, let's give Mrs. Mess and Mrs. Marizzo a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to mention one other staff member who will actually kill me for doing this, but deserves to be singled out. She is the most dedicated, hardworking, caring individual I have come across in 28 years in education. And more than anyone else, got us through this year safely and healthy. Our school nurse, Mrs. Karen Mullen. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being here. This was such a great setting, beautiful day. We really lucked out with the weather. I can tell you without a doubt that this group, they did just an amazing job. Practices, we actually practiced outside in the parking lot at Thorne, wiping off rainwater in the morning, but we plugged through and they just did a tremendous job. So, class of 2021, I've closed each ceremony in the past 11 years with this quote from President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who once said, "There are many ways of going forward, but only one way of standing still. It's time for you to go forward." Congratulations, Thorne class of